Happy Monday, internet friends. It's Good Ass Feed. It's Monday, and I come to you the first video from the future home and headquarters of Good Ass Feed. This is a slightly rundown trailer in my backyard that we're gonna relocate the channel into. So there'll be a bunch of videos coming to you from this location. I haven't really started the renovation process yet to make this the YouTube home of the future. So there's missing things like air conditioning and my computer and everything, but that's okay. We gotta start somewhere. So we're starting with a simple hot sauce review. This is one that I was super stoked to find at the HEB that I've been meaning to try for some time because I freaking love Bravado. This is their Creamy Herb and Jalapeno. And it kind of looks and reminds me a little bit of Formosa jalapeno, just at a glance. And that's like, man, it's like a easy top five hot sauce of all time. It's so good. So I have high hopes. And the ingredients list makes the hopes even higher. We got red wine vinegar, jalapenos, olive oil, garlic, parsley, sea salt, black pepper, red pepper, cilantro, and oregano. No thickeners, no funny business, just beautiful, delicious, fresh ingredients. It gives it a heat level of 2 out of 5 little peppers. Oh yeah, also, the man Court, don't say I don't listen to viewer feedback. I went and bought, he told me that the metal will adulterate the flavor of the hot sauce. And I'm not saying he's wrong. I did some Googling and that's actually, it's splitting hairs, but it's also true. And I mean, if you're going to review hot sauces, why not do it with as much fidelity as possible, right? So I went and got some mother of pearl caviar tasting spoons because these are meant to not adulterate the flavor of your super chingos of expensive caviar. And so, yeah. So that, in the same way that one day a long time ago we moved on from chips to the spoon, now we've moved and then to the golden spoon. Now from the golden spoon to the mother of pearl Good Ass Feed official, a handcrafted tasting spoon. Ooh, yeah, the herb is right. You get a really powerful hit of the oregano and of the. Come on now, you gotta shake it. Somebody in the comments gave me a tutorial on how to shake the bottle too the other day. And so I'm just, I can only listen to one feedback at a time. I'll learn how to shake a bottle next time. This time I got mother of pearl caviar spoons. There we go. Also concerned to pour onto this because the spoon is actually mostly flat. There. Oh man. Yeah, it's super herby, super rich with the oregano and the cilantro. You get a little hit of cumin. And the red wine vinegar kind of isn't as prevalent as I thought it would be. But the jalapeno, man, is right there. And it does actually smell a fair bit like Formosa jalapeno also. Cheers, YouTube. Yeah. It's nice and mild. It's got like a little bit of like tingly burn, but it's not bad. It's probably like a 2. I think 2 out of 10 is probably fair. But the flavor, excuse me, the flavor is like so delicate and so creamy. It's so subtle. The first flavor I get is the herbs. Kind of like with the aroma, you just get this like oregano hit and this cilantro and this kind of background. Dude. Yeah. And the jalapenos are there. Everything comes through. As you really dig into it, you can kind of get the red wine vinegar. It has like a little funk to it. Just a hint. But everything is done in such a subtle fashion that I'm starting to think there's something to this, because this is almost like eating the sauce off of nothing. Like you barely even feel it in your mouth. It's like a butler. Like it ushers the object into your mouth, but then it just disappears out of the way into like a cloud of politeness. That's amazing. I'm talking about a butler from a rundown trailer in my backyard. But you know what I'm saying? I can Google a butler just like anybody. Yeah, man. It is. It's like Formosa jalapeno, but it's a little more tangy. In that it is tangy, like with that sourness from that vinegar. It's not quite as creamy, but it is strikingly similar. I don't think it's better. I think it's not quite as good, but it's very delicious. This is one of the better hot sauces I've had in a while. Super tasty. I think, you got to be careful what you put it on, because this is something that I think it would actually fade into the background pretty easily in a lot of cases. But I think of like a chicken fajita taco with some vegetables on it. This is like perfect for that. Anything where you would like a sour cream sauce, like some like chicken enchiladas. I think of white meat. I think of like less intense fish, like tilapia, one of the like more mild fish, would go really well. And I think too, like like a frittata. I just had a craving for like a delicious frittata with this all over it, like a breakfast frittata with like nice, you know, green onions and stuff in there. I think this would, yeah. Actually, the more I think about it, this would be right at home on a lot of breakfast stuff. And I think breakfast tacos, like egg-based breakfast tacos, like bacon and egg would be really good with this. I think potato and egg, dude, potato and egg taco with this would be freaking delicious. Okay, so there's a lot of places you could really use this, you know, but with anything that's like super, super intensely flavorful, it's probably going to get lost in the shuffle a little bit. But for the right pairing partner, this is really good. And I think there is something to this whole spoon racket. I mean, it's the first review. We'll have to explore that further over time. Maybe even do a video where I taste a few side by side and see if this is really worth it. Interesting. But I do appreciate the suggestion though, because this is I don't know, it adds a little sense of occasion to things, if nothing else. Like you pull out this beautiful, this was hand carved by somebody, you know, halfway across the planet, Lord knows how long ago. And then I held it in my hand. But when you taste it, it really does give you that sensation of just being totally out of the way. Yeah. Pretty good. So I have to say, highly recommend Bravado Creamy Herb Jalapeno. It's really, really good. It's very subtle, but with the right pairing partner, it's perfect for like white meat chicken or some creamy enchiladas or something like that. Super, super good. And also adds, I hate to say it, but it's strikingly similar to some very inexpensive sauces you can find at least where I'm at in South Texas, like at HEB, you can find. Typically, there's at least 1 or 2 brands of sauces from Mexico that come in these little squatty, little fat bottles. One that comes to mind is like La Sabrosita, but there's a bunch of them. There's a bunch of brands like that. And most of them typically will make one that's really similar to that, but is like half the price. I'll see if I can locate one specifically and make a recommendation. But if you can get access to this, it's really good. And like I said, it's probably not going to taste that much like anything else in your cabinet, or not like too many sauces. Yeah. So, now that it's half warm and I'm sweating my butt off in this hot trailer, I think we're going to take a quick dive to commercial, and then we're going to talk about one of the heroes of the Ice House, one of the cheaper, really nice, crowd-pleasing, delicious beers that you can get. Tecate. After this. The nice thing about the outdoor setup, it's got a porch. I had to get out. It was quite hot in there. I was sweating like a very sweaty human. Tecate is like great all-timer type of yard beer. It's great for barbecues. If you got a crowd of people coming over, it's not going to offend anybody. It's super easy drinking, but it has a nice taste. Like it's a little bit bolder than American beer of the same bent tends to be. And so typically can prefer this, or like if I need an inexpensive crowd-pleasing beer, I'm going with Tecate or Modelo almost every time. But this time, Tecate. And did it please the crowd? I think it did. They've now gone, which they all should eventually. The party has to end. But they did so after drinking the vast majority of my Tecate alongside me. And that's all you can really ask for out of a party beer, is to see through the party. Everybody at your party has a good time. Yeah, so if you're going to spend the money for like Coors Light or one of those like slightly upper price point American BS type of government cheese lagers or Pilsners, not that they're bad. I like those too. But, you know, drop a few bucks and send them Mexico's way, because Tecate and Modelo are both like super easy drinking for parties. Can't recommend more. Yeah, anyway, I hope you guys are having a great Monday afternoon. I'm looking forward to a week of doing business tasks, followed by this kind of thing in the evening. And I'll be sure to share these with you on Wednesday and Friday, as is the norm and tradition around here. Anyway, appreciate you watching. Hope you have a great night. Click subscribe if you haven't already. Do hot sauce reviews, spicy stuff. Wednesdays are going to be a little bit weirder going forward, because I got kind of I had a good time doing that one last week, so I think I'm going to explore more of that type of universe. And then Fridays are going to be I don't know, really, really random. I think we're going to start pushing the boat out a little more, I think, with types of content and scenarios of various and sundry nature. Yeah. So anyway, enjoy your evening. Have a great day. Quick like if you enjoyed this hot sauce tasting / beer drinking on the porch type experience. And I will catch you next time right here in this rectangle, or any of you rectangles. I don't care. I'm rectangle versatile. I'll catch you next time on Wednesday. Thanks for watching Good Ass Feed.